would gain traction and he'd lose his power. That's why he did what he did. I still think there's more to this. Yeah, we still don't really know how Mockingbird really gave to the poor and everything. Mockingbird are the true heroes. So messed up. They stood up to those so-called elites and still ended up getting silenced. This definitely is a conspiracy. We gotta follow his example and stand up to these bastards. What can we do? We have no power. But Mockingbird's Hugo is just an ordinary person. If he can do it, so can we. Right, he proved that even a single person, so long as you have resolve, can be the change you want to see. Seems like Hugo may have started a bit of a revolution.
Good morning, Master Proxy.
Good morning, Lycon. Wise mentioned you wanted to talk to us and Vivian about something?
Yes, it's an urgent request from the mayor, one that directly affects New Eridu's safety. However, before we get into the details, as a former member of Mockingbird, I'm concerned about Miss Vivian. Hugo made many mistakes and betrayed the principles of Mockingbird, but I'm certain he didn't intend to put Miss Vivian or you in danger. I don't know Miss Vivian very well, and I was the one who took her companion's life. I might not be the right person to comfort her, but I hope she doesn't regret the choices she made, or lose faith in the path she chose.
Vivian's doing just fine. She's actually been gathering intel and has a clear understanding of where things are headed. She might be tougher than you think.
Okay, I wouldn't exactly say that she is normal, but, well, she is working at her normal.
If you're really concerned, why not just talk to her directly? If you'd like to apologize, it should be face-to-face, right?
That's reassuring to hear. I trust your judgment. You've always had a sharp eye for people. Would you mind coming in with me? I'd like to apologize to Miss Vivian in person.
No problem, but I'll be staying neutral. Everyone has their own stance on this, and I get where both of you are coming from. As a proxy, I'm just here to make sure you have an open conversation. I'm not taking sides.
I respect that. Thank you.
Yeah, I think that's why many people like the proxies, for they are, neutral.
Yeah. You return to the video store with Lycon. Vivian doesn't seem to have much of a reaction to Lycon's arrival.
Miss Vivian, I'm very sorry about Hugo.
You don't have to explain anything. I'm also part of Mockingbird. Mockingbird stands on more than just gain, so it won't fall when fortunes shift. Hugo had his fixations and ambitions. I also have things I must see through. I'm determined to get to the bottom of the Exaltus and the sacrifices.
You haven't exactly told us what your link with the Exaltus was. I'm guessing we'll be getting into that.
Miss Vivian, as a former member of Mockingbird, you have my deepest respect. You have my word, whatever comes next. I would never harm you or Master Proxy. As for Hugo, please accept my condolences.
Condolences? That's not necessary. Mockingbird has plenty of tricks up its sleeves. This isn't the kind of act that ends so easily. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, I think she suspects that Hugo is alive.
You're right.
But again, how do you fake getting punched through the fucking heart?
Huh? That's it? You two just figured it out? Oh, that was fast.
Master
No.
Proxy, I believe we all share the same goal. Uncover the truth of the Exaltists and the sacrifices.
Look at Belle.
Belle was hoping for some fucking drama.
Or
Goblin.
something more heartfelt and such, but she was sitting there looking like a confused kitten.
The mayor has tasked me with inviting you to take on this mission, and hopes we can work together moving forward.
If the mayor wants to work with us, I trust he will demonstrate his sincerity and kind. Mockingbird will not serve as a pawn for the powerful. That will never change.
Of course. While the mayor cannot handle this personally, he will make sure we have all the intel and support we need. Miss Vivian, I know you have your own intelligence network, but for some high-profile shady dealings, perhaps the mayor can provide you a different perspective. Please, take your time to discuss. If you're open to collaborating, I'll set up a call with the mayor so he can speak with you both directly.
I need to
Actually-
discuss this with Wise and Vivian. With so many people involved in this, we need to be very careful.
Go ahead.
I should probably explain myself better. The reason I find Belle so adorable and also is this is the looking like a confused kitten while these two have figured out what Hugo may have done, and she's just sitting there wondering, wait, what? What did Hugo do? You already figured it out. I haven't. She feels like she's the last to figure it out or something, and she may not figure it out yet.
Yeah. Or maybe we're going to get a flashback or something where Hugo confides in Lycon, though I find that unlikely, and gets him to play along with his quote-unquote murder.
Of course.
We'll have to see.
I completely understand. When you've made up your minds, you can find me at the Ballet Twins.
Plus, there's also the fact that they still got out with that fucking sacrifice cocoon. So that's a problem we need to deal with. Belle, what do you think about Lycon's suggestion to work with the mayor? The sacrifices are still a threat. True. At the moment, our only intel on the sacrifices would bring her left behind. We can get someone to help investigate, but it will take a significant amount of time. And time is something we can't afford to waste. So working with the mayor is a good option. What do you think, Vivian? Mockingbird has always gone against authority. Would it be against your values to work with the mayor? Mockingbird isn't just about going against authority. Mockingbird hopes that all people can be given equal opportunities and treatment. I don't exactly trust the mayor, but I believe he's someone we can work with. At the moment, at least. And let's go see Lycon. Okay, he's waiting. Yep. I was about to say he's waiting outside, but no, he's waiting at the Ballet Twins. Okay. Yeah, again, I want to figure out. I want to know how the hell he managed to fake his heart getting punched the fuck out. It seems you and Miss Vivian have made your decision. Working together requires sincerity on both sides. Of course, please rest assured, when it comes to sacrifices, the mayor's interests align with yours. Or rather, we both want to protect the people of New Eridu.
I'll connect the call to the mayor now.
My dear friends, I'm glad you're willing to keep working with me. I'm truly sorry about what happened to Mr. Hugo Vlad. I didn't anticipate things would turn out this way. As mayor, I can't fully condone Mockingbird's actions, but personally, I had a lot of respect for Mr. Hugo Vlad. I looked further into Bringer's map. The sacrifices were created by an exaltist named Landon, who was active in Janus Quarter.
Okay.
Mr. Landon passed away in an accident a few years ago.
Through accident or accident?
Before he died, he was researching sacrifices and was said to have created a batch of serum that could turn living people into sacrifices.
Well, we know that serum exists and now
The
works.
problem was, the serum wasn't stable, and after his death, the recipe was lost. No one knows what happened to the exaltist in Janus Quarter back then. But it's clear that after the leader died, there haven't been major exaltist activities in the area. Bringer's map marks the locations where the exaltists' most successful attempts at creating sacrifices were.
Since this person has already passed away and the Exaltists haven't been active around here for a while, then could it be that this is just Hartman acting on his own?
Digging up the cult's old work? Well, we know that's not the case.
Unfortunately, that's not the case. My sources confirmed that Hartman had been secretly in contact with someone, and they only meet inside the Hollow.
Is it possible it's someone from TOPS?
TOPS is a huge alliance of corporations. They wouldn't bother getting their hands dirty. Instead, they just sit back and reap the rewards. Everything Hartman is doing is to secure his place in TOPS and strengthen his power within the Ravenlock family. If my guess is correct, Hartman has gotten in touch with the remaining members of the Exaltists that used to follow Landon, helping them create new sacrifices.
But what's in it for TOPS? There's no way the Exaltists would just hand over their secrets about sacrifices to Hartman, right?
A sacrifice outbreak would throw the city into chaos. And that's when TOPS steps in, taking control of the situation on their terms. The public will see the mayor as incompetent, while TOPS comes off as the real protectors of the city. And when that happens, public trust will shift towards TOPS. And Mr. Mayor, you might find yourself in an unfavorable situation.
This would only make sense if TOPS thinks they can beat the sacrifices, because, well, if they can't, they're going up in flames as well. They definitely sound arrogant enough to think that they can handle it.
Still sharp as ever, Miss Vivian.
So, what exactly do we stand to gain from partnering with you? Please don't tell me you're doing this out of some noble concern for your citizens. I'm not some hero of justice, and I don't believe in lofty ideals or empty promises.
We have a common enemy. While our ideologies may differ, we can work together on this. And as proof of good faith, I may not know exactly where Hartman is, but I can fan the flames over Mockingbird's death and escalate conflicts within the Ravenlock family.
So it was you behind the rumors. No wonder I couldn't trace the source of the public outcry.
I'm not the one who started the rumors. I just helped them spread faster after they leaked. And I pulled a few strings to make sure the story painted Mr. Hugo Vlad as a heroic figure who was unfairly persecuted. As I said before, I had a lot of respect for him. And I'd be happy to clear his name. Now let me lay out my terms for collaboration. After looking into it, I found that the dormant sacrifice you discovered wasn't the only one. There are more places where sacrifices might be lying dormant. Too many eyes are on me right now, so I can't send my own men to deal with it. I'd like to ask you to retrieve the sacrifices from those locations. I'll make sure to dispose of them once you do, so no one will be able to use them again.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I got confused of wondering why would they want to grab them, but if it to grab and destroy, okay, makes sense.
If he is telling the truth here, I have a suspicion that at some point we may come into conflict with the mayor, but for now at least, culling the cult and weakening TOPS, or at least not letting TOPS create a mass massacre, would be a good thing for all of us here. But yeah, we can't be sure if he'll actually get rid of them, or, well, try to use them himself.
On top of that, I've asked a friend to help monitor your physical condition, and maybe even uncover more of your potential, or research overlaps with your teacher's work.
Oh? Oh wait, I think I know who this may be speaking of.
You don't need to worry about her capabilities. She's a Void Hunter rank special investigator.
Really? A Void Hunter rank special investigator is going to be assisting us? And she's involved in our teacher's research?
That's right. She's heading to Jana's quarter for some business. I wanted to set up a formal meeting, but she declined. She prefers to assess things on her own, and will reach out when the time is right. She'll let you know the details then.
I think we'll meet her in Season
So it looks
2
like you
then.
both are on board with this commission and ready to help recover the sacrifices?
Okay.
We don't want New Eridu falling into chaos either. We'll do what we can.
I know you won't let me down. Given our positions, we might not be friends, but we're definitely not enemies. I'll leave the rest to you then. I've got to go. Goodbye.
I'm glad the two of you have decided to continue working with us. With your help, we are sure to successfully recover the sacrifice. I have other business to deal with, so please excuse me. If you require anything, please feel free to contact me anytime. Like on leaves thereafter. Where's Phaethon? Shall we head out now? We have about a bit more than half an hour to go on the stream, but I think if we go into immersive storytelling now, that we aren't going to be able to finish on a good spot.
Yeah, and you will not be able to do your usual things.
Well, there is still... Yeah. There are still some times with immersive storytelling that we can jump out for the grinding and such. But, well, also very much points where you cannot. Like with, well, when we were playing as Hugo.
Yeah.
Let's see. Only Yanagi is out?
Again, these are games we need to be careful when we continue on or when we stop. Basically, we need to be careful. The closer we are to the end of the stream, the more we need to be careful what we start with.
Yeah. So we don't risk having to go overtime to be at the spot to to pause. And
yeah, this is not too bad when we do an afternoon stream, since it's in the afternoon, but when it's towards closer to the nighttime, pardon, but yeah, closer to the nighttime, yeah, that's more of an issue then.
Yeah.
Since people need sleep.
There we go. Thanks for helping reconnect the circuit inside. Otherwise, my organs would have been twisted, unable to move and call for help. Humans have soft organs. You should be even more afraid of pain than I am, right? As for me, pain-afraid Bangbu, I definitely don't want to become a human.
Wait. Pain-afraid... Are you friend with the pain-loving one?
Maybe. Also, okay, suspicious of that, so... why go to a stream without sound from a headset? This is a bot. Okay. Let's actually skip time a bit to see if anyone else... wait, what? We're already in... Oh, come on. We're already in immersive storytelling with this, it seems. I can still go to the HIA and such, though. So, yeah. The grind can still be, well, ground. Just means that we can't skip time around. Okay. Okay. Might still be a good spot to end this off, though, even if it means we can't get any social stuff done off screen. Though, actually, for most of that, I'll be jumping to the other account anyways. Since, well, there it's all still new with the rank ups and such. Okay. Why is
Where are
this
we
being
going?
highlighted?
There's no touch my tail.
I'm here, so we're good.
Let's see.
Come on, let's get.
Don't just think about it.
Oh.
I shall fall. I can become even stronger.
Oh. I must have forgotten to activate this. Let's see. Drifter's Rules of Survival. Whenever Minato loses HP, the amount of HP lost is tallied. Each 1% of his max HP tallied increases the fire damage of assist follow-ups and basic attacks by 0.4%, up to a max of 20%. Unfortunate children are all alike. The once kind voices, the warm lights, the joyful promises all vanished without a farewell. Being formless, even the sharpest claws could not hold them, nor the sharpest claws grasp them. I can eat just about anything, and I'm not too afraid of the cold. If there's a secret to surviving, maybe it's just that. Okay.
Take your time. I'm listening.
Okay, before we end the stream, which of these two would you say to try and pull for? Oh, there's also, yeah, there's also this still. Oh, we can actually, that means that we can do one of these as well. Okay. Let's do this. Not likely to get anything.
I would say the squid one, I guess. I would take them both if possible, but I know that's not possible.
Okay, now who do we get here? Lucy and Seth's W engine. Okay. Yeah, we have enough pulls that we can get A as rank, though I don't think we have the pity active, so it's a 50-50 shot on if it's the banner character or a completely different one. Or we can just get extremely lucky with the 1%, maybe? No. Let's see. Come on. Oh, wrong button. Oh, hello there. Let's see. Oh, it's pose. Pinball. Okay. Tremor Trigram Vessel. Okay. Let's see. Defense. EX special attack and ultimate damage increased by 25%. Whenever any squad member takes damage, he recovers. The recuperator gains 2 energy. Okay. Okay. Alright. Well, we can leave it at that for now then. And yeah, a quick look around says that this is a scam. So, fuck off.
Yeah, that was just weird. For a moment, I actually was afraid to speak while that was up.
Yeah, it's some bot that if you reply in chat, they'll probably start spamming you with bullshit and such. Okay then. Here, the redo weekly. There.
And also, let's be honest. Why watch a stream where you have no audio?
Yeah. It's traps for people who are paying less attention or just don't know.
Yeah.
Okay,
like,
there.
People that I can guess they watch the stream without audio would probably those with, without hearing, deaf. But then YouTube would be better, and then you can just turn on subtitles if there is subtitles option. But Twitch? Is that subtitle for Twitch?
You can have them be generated. Let's see.
Which, and let's be honest, we've seen how generated subtitles are.
Yeah, they can be iffy. No, okay, I'm trying to scroll down with that, but let's see. Okay, I should get to work on this one since that's ending soon. Then do this one. We'll have to find moments where we put in the recorded events that I have. But let me actually check. There. Okay, let's see. We've done that. I think once we are at the transfer point between season 1 and 2, I think we should be good for doing this one and this one as well. Wait, I don't have Pale Wasteland set as completed. Weekly field manual completion. Okay, I didn't know that this would remain active somewhat.
Is this all stories completed?
It's that weekly thing, I'm guessing. Odd? I'll maybe look into that a bit more. I'll have to see when exactly this... Maybe we're already at the point where we could show this, because I don't know if Vivian or Hugo shows up in this. So... I'm guessing if any events of these we're going to start, I'll need to look up. I know I had a note about the order of these. And check... this one did become available earlier than the others. So I guess once we are done with the current story, that we can probably do this one. And... yeah, Gravitational Attraction, Say It With Flower, and Elpis Ultimate Angler Championship. Like they aren't really main story important, but they are still nice. But yeah, we'll see about that. Well, when we see about that. Also, hello, Miyabi. Okay, but for now, that'll be it for today's stream then. Okay. But before we end things, of course, let's go look for someone to raid. So, let's see. Twitch, mute. And it is pretty busy at the moment, so I'll have to narrow this down to a few. Let me bring up the list of people we've raided recently. Let's see. We've got Douglas McDoug, who is playing Resident Evil. We have the Digital Hazard with Digimon, that trading card game app, program, whatever would be the word for it. New Gundam Gaming is playing Night Delivery. Okay. Invader Tor... this isn't really narrowing it down, but... I've started with it already, may as well continue. Invader Tori is playing Metal Gear Solid. Profound Madness is playing Shenmue 2. Frogcast with Earthbound. And let's see. None of these others. Okay, last but not least, we have Viking Blonde, who is just chatting at the moment, but their title isn't really saying what they are going to be playing, since they tend to be... well, they tend to start as just chatting, and then they swap and change the category to whatever game they're playing. Okay, any of those sound of interest, or shall I take a pick?
Your choice.
Okay. It's been a bit since we've raided Doggett, so let's go say hi to them. If Twitch will behave. There we go. And there, go to our place, or our channel. Okay, oh, they're playing the Resident Evil 1 remake. let's see, slash raid and paste. I do know that I don't know if there was a recent Resident Evil 1 remake. I know there was a re-release on, like, not GameCube or such. But, yeah, the Resident Evil 2 remake from a few years back, that wasn't the first of the... Maybe I just missed something being released or something?
I think the first game was remastered.
Yeah, but not in the same quality level as, well, Resident Evil 2, 3, and 4. And I guess we'll have to see. Maybe I just completely missed it somehow. It wouldn't make full sense for them to jump straight to Resident Evil 2, I guess, but... Oh well. Raid is ready, but before we get started with that...
Look in the background. Oh, damn it. Look at the moon.
Yeah, the corrupted moon. Or the hollowed moon. Yeah, we got to see that earlier with Lycon's agent story, and, well, if you're hanging around at Lumina at night, you can also see it.
It looks like it got worse.
And it could just be that we're facing another side of it. Since it does spin. Actually, does the moon spin, or... Yes, I believe it does spin. Like, people talk about the dark side of the moon, perhaps, at times, but if it spins, then it's just, well, the side not facing the Earth, not facing the sun, and, which is, well, if it's turning, it's just going to be a different part each time. Anyways, yeah, tomorrow we continue, if nothing gets in the way, with The Evil Within. We'll probably have a catch-up stream on Sunday for that, since we missed one yesterday. Friday, day off. And yeah, Saturday we continue with The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt.
Yeah, and I hope Evil Within is fun and all. And the only reason here's the thing. The only reason I suggested we should play that was for... Alright, as long as we don't get delayed or anything like that, we should probably be able to finish on time with maybe 1 week bonus of Spooktober.
Yeah,
and
not so
what
much.
Happens? Delay, cancel, delay. Yeah, I'm quite annoyed, as people can notice.
Yeah, at least the two...
At least we haven't had any technical issues with it.
Yeah. At least once we're done with the main story, which I think we are getting close to, there's only 2 story DLCs, which should be relatively short. So that could be done in 1 stream, or maybe 2. We'll have to see. Okay.
Yeah. And after that, we should be returning to a Batman game.
Yeah, Gotham Knights. And, well, since a certain someone has had their internet fixed now, we can go up that.
Yeah.
Okay. When we get to that, I'm going to try and judge it on its own and not too much in comparison to the Arkham games, since it isn't really a sequel to it. It's just it's not even in the same universe. So yeah, we'll have to judge it on its own.
Also a different team, I guess, making it.
Yeah. Okay. But for now, yeah, let's get this raid started. And thank you all again for watching. And until next time, actually, did I do that? Thank you everyone who may have been watching now or later. I forgot to do that. Thank you, Knight, for lurking. I did see you there. And thank you as always, look here.
You're welcome as always, my friend. And thank you all for joining and watching this madness.
And yeah, I've already said what we'll be doing for the rest of the week. Monday, we'll see who's available. We have decided to drop down to a majority present for Borderlands. So if Rom and Liz are available, we can do Borderlands. Or if Hex and Liz or Hex and Rom, we'll have to see who is available. But yeah, for now, thank you all again for watching, and until next time, have a nice day, and until then.
Peace, everyone. Sleep well. And watch out for undead seagulls.
And sacrifices.